Hello, everyone, and welcome to the HHWShow podcast. It is the hard hitting wrestling show. You could tune in to our website, hhwshow.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast platform. It is Northeast Wrestling. That's right. It happened on Saturday, April 27th at the Henry Abbott Tech High School in Danbury, Connecticut. I happened to bring some of my fellows with me, along with my son. Man, we had an awesome night. I can't wait to share my reactions to you guys and what other dilemmas could happen as I always announce my prediction. Northeast Wrestling. And yes, it started off with walking through meet and greet with all the superstars involved in NEW. Big shout out to Casey Navarro, Rebecca Scott, and Megan Bain. They did not disappoint. Man, they're very friendly to talk to and everything else. But man, when they're in the ring, they're full of action. They are the elite, and I can't wait what's next for all the superstars involved in NEW, what their next chapter is going to be. But we start off with Wrecking Ball. Wrecking Ball Legursky was involved in a five-man gauntlet match, consists of Adam Ace, Eric Chacha, Fly Need Noriega, Steven Azur, and Steve Somerset. I hope I said all those names right, but it doesn't matter who was in the ring. Wrecking Ball Legursky was dominant, made a statement. And yes, starting off the show, grabbed the mic after the match was over, and he is going after a title, one of the titles at Northeast Wrestling. Okay. Whether it's the heavyweight championship or is it the new live title, it doesn't matter. He is after. And I'm going to tell you right now, and I hope Wrecking Ball Legursky is tuning in. He better go for the Northeast Wrestling Heavyweight Championship because this man is very deserving. Here's his resume so far. He has 86 wins, 37 defeats, 7 draws, and he has matched up with the best that's brought into him. Okay. He has a disqualification win over Dan Moff. He's defeated Kerr, Dark STG, Brian Malonis. Not to mention, he also beat Eric Redbeard. Man, that right there, just defeating Eric, is a big time. Okay. He competed against the best with AEW stars like Cole Carter and Powerhouse Hobbs. This guy is not only the best in that ring, but man, the fans love him. And when his music hits and they're chanting Wrecking Ball. Yes, that's right. This guy deserves a shot for the title. And indeed, I'm all in. Not for the New Life title. You go after the heavyweight championship. And if that's you versus Matt Taven, then let it be. Absolutely. This is his after his victory on the mic, talking to the fans, and the chants were cheering him on. I'm telling you right now, I will back you up 100%. Get this guy a title match, especially the last title match he had with Dan Moff ended up in a disqualification match. He's due. He is due. And if there is a number one contenders match, I wouldn't mind seeing Wrecking Ball versus Dan Moff. I wouldn't mind seeing Kerr again. Matter of fact, the top three heavyweights right there could have a triple threat match. I like that too. That's my dream match right there. Let's see if that happens. Okay. But I'm more on Dan Moff and Kerr later on in the show. But definitely Wrecking Ball. If you hear me, I got you. Absolutely. Casey Navarro versus Mustafa Ali. An epic match. That card was, man, I tell you what, it was just better than it was posted, right? Advertised. Because when Mustafa Ali and Casey Navarro got in there and when that match started, yes, there was sportsmanship in that ring, but there also was the competitiveness in their hearts to make that happen. Man, this match could have gone on and on and on, and I was loving every second of it. These guys put it on there. The fans were going crazy. They were in the ring, out of the ring. They were flying. Okay. These two dudes, I got to give them mad respect. First of all, Mustafa Ali, a former WWE, okay, who probably didn't have that much chances in the WWE, and I wish he did. But to do his Mustafa Ali tour all the way around for different wrestling promotions, it's speaks volume of the character that Mustafa Ali has, and to have him acknowledge KC Navarro as one of the best wrestlers he's competed against, that's I man, it's just awesome. I mean, I'm speechless. Okay. Now in return, Casey Navarro, um, let's put it this way: he gave him the ring. First was him, then he gave it to Ali, and it was the respect for one another as a competitor. And I wish that they could do it again. Let's dance again, you two, because that was awesome. Mustafa Ali did defeat Casey Navarro, but the bottom line is, just like the fans, they were chanting for both of them. And again, you got to see it. Go to northeastwrestling.com. Should they have it posted, it's a must see match. So tune into that. Um, the tag team title match, Waves and Curls versus Dan Moff and Kerr. Now, I did mention about Dan Moff and Kerr, both of them against Wrecking Ball earlier. However, this one, Dan Moff and Kerr were the tag team champions. Waves and Curls are former tag team champions. However, Waves and Curls lost the title without Trayvon Jordan. Yeah, he was hurt. He was a two-belt champion. He got hurt. He had to relinquish the title for the heavyweight championship. Then he passed it on to another member of Waves and Curls. Unfortunately, they had lost the title. However, here was the match. And definitely, you see here in the picture, Waves and Curls, winners, and now are now named the two-time tag team champions. So congratulations to them. Brad Baylor versus Matt Riddle. Whoa, everyone was excited to meet Matt Riddle. Everyone was out there. I happened to not pay attention to social media, but when I approached the door and I saw the sign, Matt Riddle was not going to make it. Wow. And the substitute was Chris Battle. Chris Battle had to take on Brad Baylor. That's all right. Match was terrific, but Brad Baylor was victorious and he continues to win, especially without his manager, his stepmom, Daniela. Um, Long story short, we found out the truth who she was, but Brad Baylor had other things going on in Ohio, and there was a split up. But more too on that. But for Brad Baylor, he is the future star and coming up, and maybe him could be close to getting a title shot. Speaking about titles, the New Life champions, victorious BRG versus RJ Rude. BRG went in and BRG went out. And still the Northeast Wrestling Live champion. Tag team championships, I mean, not tag team championships, excuse me, tag team matchups on the female side of the house. Megan Bain and Rebecca Scott versus Tiara James and Paris Van Dale. Awesome match, but Megan Bain and Rebecca Scott were too much, and they were victorious. So congratulations to them. And lastly, Brian Anthony's retirement match versus Vito. Very, very emotional match. This was the last match for Brian Anthony because him dealing with injuries and stuff like that. No, and I will get to him amongst other Hall of Famers that were inducted this weekend. But this match was epic because everything that Vito has done to Brian Anthony ever since Vito betrayed him, he got what was coming. He got him real good. Okay. And what a way to have your last match against the person that betrayed you to get that revenge and come out victorious. So congratulations to Brian Anthony. And also thank you for everything you have done for Northeast Wrestling. But even though that chapter is closed, You're definitely going to open up another chapter, and I can't wait to see what else can you do outside of wrestling. Other people that were there, La Resistance or the Resistance, former WWE wrestlers. They were former tag team champions in WWE. They had a six-man tag and were victorious. Big shout out to the newly Hall of Famers. They were inducted on Friday. Mascot Jake Manning made his speech, and I'm going to do some comparison with his speech and everybody else. Velvet Sky was also inducted into the Hall of Fame, and lastly, Brian Anthony, Mr. Northeast Wrestling himself. Wonderful speeches, all three of them, but all three of them had something in common that I wish to share with all of you. Okay, and I'm gonna zoom in real quick on myself. There you go. All right. The one thing that I learned in this Hall of Fame is perseverance and resilience. Now, of course, you probably heard this over and over. They teach this in school. They teach you at the jobs how to, have perseverance and resilience and yada, yada, yada. But for Brian Anthony, for Velvet Sky, and for Jake Manning, their stories, the way they told it, of how their career was established is just beyond phenomenal. Perseverance and resilience are two sides of the same coin. And it's always about facing challenges. Each of these superstars, or shall I say now, Hall of Famers, face a lot of obstacles and challenges, but they were still geared to follow their dream. You see, you're going to hit things in the road, but how are you going to bounce back? How are you going to face adversity? How are you going to face the setbacks? How do you accept failure in order to achieve your goals? These three Hall of Famers did it, and their stories are phenomenal. I can't say that anymore, you know. But perseverance involves in staying focused on your goals and pushing forward when things get tough. It's about maintaining your determination and not giving up, even when faced with setbacks and obstacles. Resilience, on the other hand, is about bouncing back from those setbacks and learning from them and using them as an opportunity of growth. These guys were persistent. These Hall of Famers were persistent. They were determined that they were going to be superstars. Velvet Sky almost hanged it up until she received a phone call from TNA Knockouts. All those 6, 7 years that she spent in Northeast Wrestling, she was trying to find her path, and she got that call, and she took off. Jake Manning, he was doing it all. Not only was he a wrestler, he was also a cameraman. He did so many jobs. And of course, Brian Anthony, same thing. He did a lot, a lot, a lot. And when I tell you a lot, I mean, dude, he got his own business, yet married, yet determined to still be the superstar. For even all three dealing with the word no. They didn't take no for an answer. They were determined to make that happen. Perseverance and resilience, two key words. If you want to make something out of yourself and you determine this is what you want to do, then you go for it. Don't let no one stop you for completing your dreams, or should I say, from completing your dreams. Because if you let others dictate your life, you're not going to be happy. At least if you try and you do your ultimate best, and once you reach there, that's a success. I can't say that every time everybody's going to make it. I don't know what you want to do, but at least you could say you made an effort and you went all the way. These three Hall of Famers made me realize that for this, I could share with all of you is that perseverance and resilience goes a long way. You got to have it. You got to have that courage to make it. And no matter if your families say different or friends or whatever the case may be, if that was your mind and it's positive and you know this is what you want to do, then go for it. Do it. It is important that both perseverance and resilience can develop and strengthen over time. Through practice, self reflection, and learning from experiences, you can cultivate these qualities and become better equipped to handle whatever life throws your way. So when you face any difficulties, remember to persevere, stay resilient, and keep moving forward towards your goals. I'm Ovi Muniz. Thank you for watching the Hard Hitting Wrestling Show, and I'll be back this week. Stay tuned as we get set for more wrestling. You gotta love some wrestling. See y'all soon.